I did clean the kitchen. I was trying to wash the dishes. I'm gonna clean the kitchen. I see you. I see what you're doing. You're gonna make me put the dog on you. Hey, you're gonna make me put the dog on you. Let me just sit here and chill until people gather around because we're about to start this show. I'm gonna do it without any music because I can't do the countdown timer because some piece of shit will come in and try to copyright strike me. So I just have to sit here now. I want to give you guys a countdown timer and an approximate time to come in here for the LaVar Walker podcast show, but I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I like to just vibe, get it in, look around, see how everything is feeling, and and talk to the people. We here for about a minute. Oh, there we go. There we go. What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the LaVar Walker Show podcast. I hope y'all can hear that loud and clear. How y'all hearing the applause, y'all? Welcome back to the LaVar Walker Show. I wish y'all could hear the music. I don't know if you can. Can you hear everything clear? Let me know if you can hear everything clear in the comments. Shout out to Jay Spence, Denise Cummings. I see you in the comments. Can you hear this? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? I'm making sure you can hear me now. Come on. Huh? I even played the music again. I wasn't going to even put the music back in here, but I played it again because I love each and every one of you. I want to welcome you guys out to the greatest podcast in the land. We are here again at the LaVar Walker Daily Podcast Show. Welcome back, each and every one of you. I'm going to start this show off by talking about this ridiculous heat wave that we're having. I have two HVAC systems that are running at full speed. I have both thermostats on 69 degrees. And right now, it is about 74 degrees in my home. Okay. I call my HVAC man. I say, hey, man, I don't know if these are broke. I don't know what's going on. And he said, nah, bro, they not broke. It's 100 degrees outside. Matter of fact, with you being like, you know what I mean, almost 30 degrees below, your units are running sufficiently. So what did I do today? Took me a cold shower. I took a cold shower and I'm thinking about putting my feet in an ice bath because this is ridiculous. We are definitely in the last of days. Global warming is real. I don't really know how much longer we have. This planet is heating up at an enormous pace. Is heating up. Wait a minute. Bill Hathaway says his is at 70 degrees. It feels good in his house. Bill, what is 70 degrees on your HVAC? I don't know where you're at, but what is the actual temperature in the house, Bill? Because mine about 74, 75. Honey, what is our temperature at? Could you check to see what our temperature is, please? What is our temperature at right now? It got to be 74 because my back is heating. It's 75 degrees in here? Jesus Christ. And what do we have it on? We got it on 68. Is right now at 75. Is working is extremely hard. I call my HVAC man. I say, dude, I don't know if I need a bigger unit, a bigger system. I don't know what to do, but this heat, I can't stand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really thinking about putting my feet in an ice bath. And matter of fact, tomorrow, if it's hot like this, I'm sitting here at my dining room table. I'm gonna put both my feet in a bucket of ice just to cool my body down. I went and took a cold shower. It was a little uncomfortable, but it felt great. You know, you get out. I'm trying to lower my body temperature as much as I can without stopping my actual bodily functions. Like, this is ridiculous how hot it is out here right now. This shit don't even make sense. I'm not going anywhere. Pools are jacuzzis right now. If you outside in the swimming pool, that shit is a jacuzzi. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I'm glad all of you guys joined me today again. I'm starting to figure out all of the messing up I've been doing along the way. I like to learn on the go. The way I like to learn by failure, and just getting better. You know what I'm saying? No, I have a 2-story home with 2 AC units, brother John Lewis. Yes, I have one upstairs and one downstairs. But when you got a house with a lot of windows and that sun is coming in, brother, it can heat up. I'm thinking about putting aluminum foil on my window. You may need a new, I got a brand. My system is about 5 years old, bro. You mean you got a brand new system? Bill, what part of the world do you live in, Bill? Where are you located? Where are you located? Because I'm in Georgia. I'm on damn near the equator, brother. Bill, where are you located? Let us know, please. Let me know. Now y'all want to flex with your damn HVAC systems. I have a great HVAC system. It's just hot. The sun is parked out in the car in front of my house with the devil right now. Okay, and we got windows and that shit is shining through. You in Maryland, brother. You in Maryland. You should be at 70. You're not, Maryland is nowhere near as hot as no goddamn Georgia. You talking about he in Maryland. Man, Maryland ain't hot. Ain't no county, Charles County, Maryland as hot as Georgia. Man, you damn near up in DC, brother. I'm down here in the heat. I'm in the sweltering heat. Okay, this is why we call it the dirty South, man. This is it's hot here, bro. I you know what I'm saying? But anyway, moving right along. Hell no, Georgia ain't no Georgia. Exactly. How did the slaves feel about Georgia? I couldn't imagine in this Georgia. Could you imagine being a slave? And DeSantis stupid ass talking about how slavery was good for us. You go work your ass out in 200-degree weather, picking cotton. DeSantis, your ass. He's Bill say it's hot there. It might be hot there, but this is a different type of heat. Okay, there are different types of heat. I went to Las Vegas. That's a different Las Vegas heat is different from Dallas heat, which is different from Georgia heat. These heats are different, man. I know it's hot as hell in Birmingham. Shout out to Jay Spence in Birmingham. Jay Spence, how hot is it in Birmingham right now? They say Maxwell Blunt say D in Saintis. Yeah, it's hot as fuck out here, man. I'm sweating now in my crib. But don't worry, I'm putting my feet in the ice bath. I'm gonna cool this shit down. Jay Spencer's in Birmingham. I want Jay Spence to give us an update on that heat there. Cause this shit is bad. I'm gonna explain global warming to you guys. I always like to talk shit and teach at the same time. So when they talk about global warming and carbon emissions, what they're talking about is what ends up happening when you look at the atmosphere and there's a lot of carbon dioxide gases being released into our atmosphere. What happens is that carbon dioxide gas forms kind of a cloud. Okay, it destroys the ozone layer and forms a cloud. So it's just over the earth. It's a hole, but then this cloud is there. And what happens with that carbon dioxide cloud is that cloud, it holds heat. It absorbs the heat. Okay, when it absorbs that heat gets reflected back down, right? And then gases go back up to increase the carbon dioxide gas. And what happens is it gets so hot, it could possibly get so hot that it begins to rain sulfuric acid. And at that point, uh, all life as we know it will end. That's what they talk about when they talk about greenhouse gases and us emitting, the carbon dioxide into the atmosphere with our jet planes, our automobiles. Well, I have an electric car, but I have a gas car too. And, I think the electric car is cool. I love my Tesla, but I think I talked about this the last episode, but like I was driving my Tesla, it got a little scary because like first of all, my navigation just started changing to random addresses, number one. And then number two, the Spotify playlist they just start changing my music. I don't know if Spotify, I think Spotify doing that shit. Spotify doing some slick shit where you listen to a song and they just change your shit. I don't know who's working at that office, but we need to figure that shit out, man. Yeah, man. So it's 92 degrees in Birmingham right now. Fort Worth is burning, says Brandy B. Brandy B, what is the temperature in Fort Worth? I just left Texas a couple of weeks ago. I was in Texas doing the Arlington Improv. Shout out to everybody out there. Did that and I was in a fucking oven. You just can't even dress right in this shit. That's the worst part. You can't layer, you can't really be fresh when it's 150 degrees outside. It's impossible because I don't really do sandals. I like my sneakers, and this shit is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So we gonna move right along. Let's get into it today. And the first topic of the day, as you know, unfortunately, Tina Lawson, Tina Knowles Lawson, and Richard Lawson have gotten a divorce. And I got this pulled up here. They've gotten a divorce, unfortunately, after 8 years of marriage. Yes, and Tina Lawson filed. Yeah, thank you, honey. I appreciate that. That's my wife in the background. She's also production assistant as well as a pimp of my life, and she balances all the books here. So, Tina Lawson filed for divorce from Richard Lawson, and it's very unfortunate. If you know, Richard Lawson is an actor. The last time I saw Richard Lawson in a movie, I think it was in Colored Girls, where he played a man named Frank, where he was walking in and out of Viola Davis's life, and Frank had hoes. Oh, I'm sorry, Loretta Devine. He was in and out of Loretta Devine's life, and Frank had hoes, and he would just come and leave when he pleased, and she couldn't get Frank gone. He would just come back and leave, go back to his wife. But it is very unfortunate for the good brother Richard. And this was a sign of the times here, this particular video, which was interesting to me. This showed a little crack in the window. Let's take a look at this. That I love, and we're having a really good time. And I'm enjoying. Now look at that look on his face. Did you see that look on his face? That was the end of the relationship, right there. Let's go back to that again. Pretty much that. Is he perfect? Absolutely not. Pretty much. You know, he has a lot of the qualities. No, yeah, he has a lot of the qualities that I love, and we're having a really look at him. She just I mean, she just totally broke his ego. Yeah, and Richard should have known when she didn't want to drop that nose. You know, if you gonna marry a woman, listen, fellas, I'm gonna let y'all know they need to change their name. All right. If they want to give pushback and changing that name, that's a definite issue. Okay. We don't need to get married then. If you don't want to drop your old name, and then that's a name from another man you was married to. I get Beyonce, your daughter, and all that shit, but you need to drop that name. You Lawson now. Why are you Knowles Lawson? What is the purpose of that? Do you love me or do you love the life? Do you love everybody know you Beyonce mama? Drop the name, okay? Out of respect for me. But it just shows me she never respected Richard. That shows me that because Beyonce's mom, you know, when she was married to our good brother Matthew Lawson, this was a very rich and powerful man. They always had money. He was a big time entrepreneur. And, you know, Richard comes in, you know, the guy's an actor. He's not, I don't really know if he produces movies or anything. I don't really think so, but he's just an actor. He's just a work for hire who probably just wanted to get in her life and treat her right. Now, I had read some things where Richard was kind of sweating her even when she was married to Matthew. I don't know if that is true. This is just allegedly. I don't want to get sued, but I doubt if I will because there's only 58 people watching this. So allegedly, Richard, had known Miss Knowles, Lawson, or whatever. I don't know. What was her original last name, honey? Do you know? Because she's from Louisiana, right? Ain't she like one of them Boucherons or she a Gaucher or some shit? What was her original last name? Oh, was it Darion? The House of Darion. Well, she never really respected the man. I guess she loved him, you know what I'm saying? But she old. When y'all get old and y'all are pretty much out of options, you're gonna kind of, take whatever comes your way. And that's right, fellas. You can wait a woman out because she's gonna run out of options. Huh? That was her maiden name? Her maiden name was Beyonce. Really? And she named her daughter Beyonce? And she named her daughter Beyonce. So that's Beyonce's real name. That would be like if we had a daughter, you named her Narcisse. That's very interesting. So her original last name was Beyonce. I mean, hey, change that would be dope. Tina, change that shit to Tina Beyonce. Take it back. Drop both of them and just take it back all the way. But for what I saw, I don't think that I think she probably loved Richard to an extent, but Richard, he just didn't have that, he wasn't balling and shit. He wasn't like a super entrepreneur. Not to say that he had to be. I mean, when your daughter is Beyonce, I'm sure Beyonce has her on a $200,000 a month salary all day or $1 million a month. I mean, that's her mama. But it was like, she probably looking at him crazy and shit. They out in LA. Everybody's super rich, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't like Richard is Denzel. He got to sit around with her and Jay-Z. He eating shit and probably getting shitted on by them people because in this business, you know what I'm saying? Like people kind of play you based off, like your popularity and what money you have in the bank. There are, in this business, there are a lot of people with that attitude of, oh, you know what I mean? He probably had to hear, oh, that's Beyonce mama husband. You know what I'm saying? And she couldn't, I mean, what could he do? What could he do? So I'm glad this brother's free now. You know what I'm saying? I saw on Twitter, somebody told me on Twitter he had been liking a porn post as he should. I mean, he's a single 70-year-old black man. If he want to look at some pussy online, that's his right. We live in America, damn it. Why can't he? You know what I'm saying? And then she filed on him. I just don't know. I may hopefully she'll probably find us somebody though. I mean, hell, she's gonna find another man. She's gonna find a matter of fact, living in Hollywood and LA, she's gonna find a young man because it's sick. You know what I mean? Like that whole this entertainment shit, that super Hollywood shit is sick. And that is why, like, you see Kris Jenner at 75 or 76 with a 30-year-old man. You see what I'm saying? A 30-year-old black man. They look kind of like what they call him Kanye. I don't know the motherfucker's name, but it's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. Like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Is it love? Are we supposed to lie and say, oh, this is love? He's not here because of the mansions and the fame and being affiliated with the family. We have to lie. We have to tell a fucking lie. Say, yeah, Kris Jenner turns him on. Even though Kris is old enough to be his mom. And then they go and say, well, old Hollywood execs do it all the time. Why can't Kris? And we have to agree with it. Because that's how it goes. Walking on eggshell. That's why I want to build my shit myself from this dining room table because I don't want to have to lie to people. I love being honest. I love being honest. So shout out to Brother Lawson. You gonna be all right. You gonna be all right, brother Lawson. You a handsome man. You got the good curly hair. You gonna be all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say to our good brother Rich, man, go younger, man. Get you one of them cold ass 50-year-olds, man. You with a 70-something-year-old goddamn woman. Come on, man. I mean, do your thing, brother Richard. Hell, you got a full head of hair, the hairline, and the thick mustache. All the aunties are gonna run up on our good brother Richard Lawson. So today, shout out to Lamont Wallace, who's gonna be at my Baltimore show. Shout out to him. Thank you, brother. Check me out at the Baltimore Comedy Factory, August 18th to 20th. Uh, so today I watched listen, man. I tried to watch this movie and my attention wasn't really into it because you watch a Netflix show with your phone in your hand. So I tried to watch it. Then I tried to watch it again, still phone in my hand. Thank God my phone died. I took a nap. I plugged my phone in, but I got one of them little shitty cords where you gotta kind of jiggle that bitch, or you gotta hold the cord just so right so that the power goes in. But anyway, I had the phone plugged up, but it was still on zero. So I said, let me give this movie a chance again. Um, what a brilliant piece of art. And the movie is They Clone Tyrone. Let me tell y'all something. They Clone Tyrone is the shit, man. I mean, this was an excellent movie. It really speaks to our community. And the brother that wrote this, man, I just want to say you are brilliant, brother. Like, I watched this movie. It's kind of you would think it's kind of like black exploitation a little bit, but then at the same time, it gives us some insight. It just speaks to so many things about stereotypes of black people and the stereotypes that we play into, and then it speaks to us, like literally holding us accountable. And it just says why are we even doing this shit. And the way it ended, it was just, man, this shit really spoke to me. Shout out to the good brother David Allen Greer, who follows me on Instagram, who was in that movie. Good brother. I mean, it was just a brilliant, brilliant piece of art. And I cannot speak highly enough. I hope you guys go check it out. I don't want to really bring a spoiler alert, but I'm gonna say this. After you watch this movie, based on what's going on, not in our culture, but in our subculture as black people, because that's, a lot of niggas hold this subculture dear to their heart. I speak highly against it in this subculture of a street niggas talking tough and niggas want to be gangsters and all that old stupid ass shit. I totally I don't respect it. I have disdain for that shit because to me, you only oppressing your own people, nigga. You make me sick. Like literally, this is how I look at it. Um, and it speaks to that. And it speaks to like you niggas are the clones they talking about in this shit. Like y'all are like y'all are the perpetrator. Y'all are sent here to do harm to our community, almost like you niggas are controlled. And that's why you see these motherfuckers, all these tough ass niggas running their ass on the boat with the billionaires, hugging them and letting the billionaires pinch their ass and wrestle with them and shit. And they don't say, and just smiling with them. Ah, you so stupid. Like they doing all that shit, but want to come back to the community and kick us in our black ass. It just speaks to all of those things. I love this movie. I can't bro. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. Shout out to John Boyega. I mean, this is an amazing movie, and I need to look up the I got to see who was the writer for this because this brother's amazing. Now, I'm gonna say this too. Like this shit, the brilliance of this, I don't think that Chat GPT could have wrote something this brilliant. You have to grow up in the hood and really have that experience. And it's no way. Let me see, writer for they cloned Tyrone. I mean, it just speaks to the heart, bro. Everything we went through. So the writer was a brother named Jewel Taylor and a white boy, Tony Rentenmeyer. I think for writing good movies, you need like two elements, two different views. But I mean, they just did a brilliant job. Especially this is the young brother, Jewel Taylor, uh, who wrote this, man. Very, very young brother. Uh let me pull him up on here. That's him, Jewel Taylor, man, young brother, man. Hey, man, and he wrote for Creed and Tyrone, and even wrote for Space Jam, dude. What a brilliant, brilliant thing! I cannot praise him enough for this particular piece of artwork. And after you guys watch this, I'm going to say this. This is what I'm going to tell you after you watch it, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Hopefully, some of y'all will have seen it. Now, I'm not gonna give you a spoiler alert or no shit like that, but I believe after you watch it, you understand what I'm saying. I believe that Boosie is the main clone and the scientist. So after you watch that, you'll understand what I'm saying. So it was. Wait a minute, y'all can't hear the audio, bro. Somebody said they can't hear the audio. Can y'all hear me? We can barely hear the audio. Oh, y'all couldn't hear the audio from Tina? Y'all couldn't hear them talking? Damn. Let's try that again. Look, we gonna work this shit out. I gotta really figure this shit out. Let me pull that clip up again. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong here. Let me move it over. Yeah. I'm gonna be a bad motherfucker after my 100th episode. I can tell you that shit right now. I'm gonna be shit. Yeah. All right, let me pull it up again. It might have been catching through the microphone. Mm. Let's try to play it again and see what happens. All right.
Type of man I wanted. I prayed for the type of man I wanted, and I got pretty much that. Is he perfect? Absolutely not. But he has a lot of the qualities. No, he has a lot of the qualities that that I love, and we're having a really good time, and I'm enjoying life. So there is hope with it, ladies.
So y'all could barely hear that. I don't know what I need to do for that. I don't. That's so weird. Let me remove that stream. You can hear, but it's not up to the max. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 units on. I don't know, man. I got all this shit hooked up too. I don't know. Some people heard it fine, some didn't. It might just be catching from the microphone, but it's okay. It's okay. We gonna get it together, man. And I'm gonna tell anybody watching me, I hope you are inspired to do whatever it is you do. Don't be scared to fail in front of people. And we gonna get this shit together. So moving right along, they say Keke Palmer, she was out with her homegirls today. Keke Palmer was kicking it, and further, I'm guessing she was shitting on her baby's daddy even more, because he's pretty much a stay-at-home dad. You know what I'm saying? Like her baby daddy is like her baby mama dad. Like she the baby. It's a weird. It's a very Keke Palmer and her baby's father. I guess there's a very weird dynamic. Because once again he has no money. And it's just what it is, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear these women talking about, I'm strong and all that shit. A woman want a man, and they want that man to be a provider. I don't give a fuck how much you make. It don't matter. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean? Like, she is shitting on this young man and just humiliating him over and over again, wearing cat suits to the Usher concert, leaving him home with the baby. It's humiliating. And hopefully the young brother will wise up and just get the fuck out of there. and leave her to the streets because I mean, come on, give me a break. You humiliating him. And this is what happens. This is what happens. You have to, fellas. I understand. I wouldn't mind me and my wife been together quite a while. I've always been a provider. You know, I would trust my wife if I fell on hard times, kind of hold it down, I get back on my feet. But we've already established, I believe, the relationship. You know what I mean? Like we got the trust for each other. We got each other's backs. But I think when you coming in that shit, you was some type of celebrity or something, and you ain't got no money, and you know what I mean? They just treat you any kind of way. They got all these people kissing their ass. It's ridiculous, man. And my prayers go out to that young brother. Unfortunately, man, you're gonna get more of the same. And I think you'll probably end up getting pregnant with the next child and carrying the next child. And I'm not saying this to slight any trans. I'm not even saying you're transgender. You're an actual man, but I think at this point, Keke can definitely get you pregnant and nutting you. And that is typically what happens a lot of times in these relationships where the woman has more money than the man. The woman nuts in her man. That's that. I mean, no. This is actually a study was done that shows where when the woman makes more in the relationship, she nuts in her man. I could almost promise you that if Jay-Z's ugly ass didn't have that bag, Beyonce would probably be talking to him any kind of way, as her mom treated Richard. Okay, you gotta have that. There's a definite pecking order. We can play pretend, and y'all know it's not. We can do the fake L.A., Hollywood, New York shit, and all these gender roles and all. It's all bullshit, man. You got to be up. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. I wouldn't trust it. Be up, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you with your lady, y'all been together, you fall on some hard times, is what it is, because you'll get back on your feet. But going into that, hell no. You know what I'm saying? You gotta play it different, man. You got to play it different. So that's where we at. All right. Now, the last topic I want to discuss today is this rapper. There's a rapper that goes by the name of Travis Doss. And I think I just saw this today. Let me pull this back over here again. This rapper that goes by the name of Travis Doss. Let's talk about this, man. Hmm. Rapper Travis Doss. This is a very heart-wrenching story that I have for you guys based on this rapper. Let me see. Let me add this to the stream. Let me get this. Everybody running ads on everything. Jesus Christ. I ain't got no money for that, man. That's just stuff I look at. That's one thing about this social media. If you go on a date with somebody, I don't even think you need to talk to the person. You can say, just hand me your phone, look at the explore page. If once you see the explore page and what their algorithm is bringing them, that kind of explains the person. So I want to be a Las Vegas rapper who allegedly kept his kids in cages, posted pics of cash and flashy cars. Travis Doss, the Las Vegas man, accused of beating and locking his children in cages, bragged about owning exotic cars, spending wads of cash, and pimping while his family starved and lived in squalor. Uh, Dose, a wannabe rapper, goes by the stage name Trap Montana, used his money and social media posts to boast about spending bricks of cash and living a hustler lifestyle. Everywhere I go, I keep me a strap. Everywhere I go, in Yale Trap, calling about your hoe, you can't get a back. Rapped the 31-year-old in his music video titled Exotic. In the video, Dawes also handles what looks like an automatic rifle, which he playfully strums like a guitar. The flashy lifestyle he portrayed on his social media is a far comparison to what Las Vegas Metropolitan Police found when they entered Dawson's one-bedroom extended stay apartment last month and found two of his children locked in a dog cage. Police also rescued four other children and two dogs who were left alone in the filthy apartment. Very disgusting. It's very disturbing. A total of six children, ages 2 to 11, were left alone in an apartment with the dogs, living in filth and without food. Investigators said Dawson's facing multiple charges of child abuse and charges of sex trafficking and living off the earnings of a prostitute in a separate criminal case, according to court records viewed by the Post. Dawson not only bragged about his cat on social media, but also wrote, used to eat ramen. Now it's 30-ounce steaks every day. The post included a shot of a fancy steakhouse inside the Paris Hotel Las Vegas, a casino on the famous strip. This is him, I guess, flat posted up against the cars. Meanwhile, cops said Dawson's 11-year-old was locked in a cage with his 9-year-old sibling, was severely beaten and emaciated. He kept saying that he needed big food because he was a big boy now, that he would have to share one large fry from McDonald's with all six kids, and just that he was never really fed. And that's why he stole. A cop testified this to a grand jury. Dawson's wife, Amanda Stamper, is also facing child abuse charges. Stamper, who was the biological mother to one of Dawson's 7 kids, told Las Vegas Review-Journal in jail interview her husband was a monster who made her work in the sex industry. And this is her. This is Meth Karen. I don't know what she is. Stamper told the outlet she felt she had no choice but to go along with Dawson's demands because he would threaten to take her child away if she refused. She also told the outlet that she was pregnant again. It has always been pretty bad. Anytime I stand up for the children, he would lash out at me, Stamper said. She and Dawson moved from Atlanta to Vegas in 2018 to make money in the sex industry. Meanwhile, Dawson also worked on his music and tried to sell merch to support his fledgling rap career. In another song titled I Don't Give a F, Dawes raps about his sexual escapades. F any hole when they find me on tour with the finest, he quips on the song. The couple was arrested on June 11th after Stamper called police from a drugstore because she was scared of Dawes. Clark County prosecutors confirmed the 33-year-old woman worked as a prostitute under Dawes, but added Stamper knew her husband was beating her stepchildren. Stamper denies harming the children and said she was a victim. Also, this is sick. This is sick. He was a monster. Okay. And they need to do something to him. Now, I can't say what I would like to be done because I don't want to lose money or get my channel banned. So, but yeah, they need to, this is sick. It's demonic. And this guy, I mean, he needs to pay a hefty price. What a piece of shit. You sit and you barely rap, can't read, can't write, and you try to sell your soul to the devil, but the devil don't even want your goddamn soul. Huh? That's what a pathetic loser this guy was. That the devil was like, nah, I'm good, man. Now you can keep that to yourself. Just sick. I hope he never sees the light of day. I hope they keep him institutionalized until he's at least 100 or 200 years old. And when they release him, they need to pull his ass back again. Like, that is just sick. And you want to rap and sing and you let these babies starve. Shame on you, man. Shame on you. So, guys, we're going to go check a couple of comments. If any of you would like to call in, now is your time. Now, I got this hooked up today. We shouldn't have any qualms like we had yesterday. So I'm about to flash the number up. I got everything hooked up. Let me turn it on to my Bluetooth. Let me see here. All right. And here we go. So if you guys would like to call in and talk about today's show, talk about any of those topics, y'all let me know, man. Come on in. Let's get it in, man. Wow. Scooby Love say give him 5 minutes in the cell with him. Yeah, I understand, bro. Just say no to drugs, says Bill Hathaway. Bill Hathaway also laughed. Shout out Antoine Green. I see you, brother. Travis Allen, I see you, my brother. We gonna figure it out. Captions working. Thank you, brother Maxwell. So look, if y'all want to call in, I'll give y'all a chance to. Hopefully you will. And also, while I'm on here, I'm gonna be at the Baltimore Comedy Factory August 18th to 20th. So please come on, man. Get those tickets. Come in. Let's have a great, great time. But I'm waiting. Somebody about to call. I already feel it. Just dial that number. Dial the number 678-310-7139. I'm taking callers. Come on in, guys. Give it a call. We can chop it up and just see how you guys like this show today, man. Shout out to all my YouTube people, everybody on Facebook. Shout out to all of you guys. This was a great, great show. Okay. There's nobody calling in. Is this what we're doing today, people? Is this what we're doing? Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna wrap this up, man. I guess I'm gonna wrap it up. Let me take this down. And also let me show where I'll be at again. All right. Live Baltimore Comedy Factory. I'm there. Can you guys still hear me on here? Everybody can still hear me? Okay, cool. Live at the Baltimore Comedy Factory, August 18th to the 20th. I will be there. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This was a great show. I'm getting looser. I'm starting to love it a lot more. Just being able to sit here and chop it up with all of the good people. So if you want to call in, I'm gonna wait a minute. We got somebody else. What we got? Got another comment. Oh, you can hear me, Travis? Okay, cool. So look, if y'all want to call in, man, right now, I'm accepting calls 678-310-7139. I'll be sitting here waiting. And while I'm waiting, hey, I don't give a damn. I can stay on here for 2 hours and talk. One thing about me, I don't mind talking. I talk to y'all all day. Yeah, what about Cher's young boy? Cher's young boyfriend, that was disgusting too. The young boyfriend that Cher had was there to rob her. Don't you understand? This is elder abuse that we talking about. Okay, but in this silly world, we have to act like, hey, that's beautiful. Who wouldn't like Cher? All of the ass kissers around her that need money, they got to sit up and lie to her. But one place she probably wouldn't take that boys around her family. She won't talk to family because that'll hurt her ego when people tell her the truth. So yeah, Cher was ridiculous too. Guess y'all scared to call in today. I don't know what I did to y'all. This what we doing? I need some interaction. Somebody pick up the phone and call. Ain't nobody gonna call. And listen, when I get off here, don't call this number. Do not call. Well, I guess that's it. I guess we can wrap this up. Let me see. All right. Well, that's gonna end our show today. Listen, once again, check me out. Baltimore Comedy Factory, August 18th to 20th. We're gonna wrap this show up, man. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. I don't know if this, I don't even know if this will work. Can I get it? Can y'all hear it? Yes, yes, yes. We're gonna get out of here. This has been another episode of LaVar Walker Daily Show Podcast. Thank you guys for coming. I'm LaVar Walker. Peace out.